We're
Hello?
back on the final down. We're in 3rd and 1. We got Tim again, Santos again, Mike again, Josh again. You guys take it away. Let's go.
All right, y'all. We have Sheldon Richardson, Rolando McClain,
Hello?
and Antonio Gates will miss the first game of the season due to violating the drug policy. So, which of these guys you think is gonna hurt the team the most?
Honestly, just looking at some of the stats for these players, you got Sheldon Richardson. He's one of the best D linemen in football. I was just looking at the stats earlier, and for defensive linemen the past couple of seasons, Richardson ranks 3rd in tackles with 145, and the only two above him is Rob Ninkovich with 153, and of course J.J. Watt with 158. So I mean that's huge blow for the Jets D-line and their front seven right there. And I'm a firm believer that a great D-line can make a mediocre secondary look great. So that's a huge blow for them, especially when they got a home opener against the Browns. And the other 3 games they're going to miss are at Indy, home against the Eagles, and at the division rival Miami. So the Jets are potentially looking at a 1-3 start without Richardson on that line helping them out, and they're going to throw out big Leonard Williams as a rookie, in the trenches. So we all know Antonio Gates, great Hall of Fame player, has been so reliable, has been a great product on and off the field for the NFL for years. But I think San Diego has obviously been preparing for Antonio Gates' departure, whether it was either last season, this season, or next. It's coming soon. He's getting up there in age. And they do have Ladarius Green, who he looks, he's got a great, body and prototype. He's like 6'4". He's got a 240 frame or something. He's got great speed, and I think Phillip Rivers has been raving about him lately in off-season mini camps and whatnot. So I think Phillip is going to have some fun with him, and he won't miss Gates as much as the other 2 teams are going to miss their players. Obviously, Rolando McClain came in as a free agent to Dallas, and he just performed so amazingly for them when they were so thin at the linebacker position and already a huge question mark at defense. And he just put on for him, and he was amazing. And it's just a huge black eye for him and to the team for him to get that 4-game suspension. It's really disappointing. But I would have to say what hurts the most is probably 1A Dallas and then 1B the Jets. I only put Dallas at 1A because Dallas has 2 division rivals right in the first 2 weeks, the Giants and the Eagles. That's huge. You can't have your best linebacker out for those games. While as the Jets are just facing 1 division rival within that span. So I give it to Dallas. They're going to miss McClain the most, and then Richardson being 1B, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think here's the thing. I think that the loss of Sheldon Richardson depends on that Leonard Williams cap from USC. Is he a star or is he not? Now, I personally, from what I've seen, I think he will be a star, but again, you don't know until Sunday hits what he can do. So if Leonard Williams is not what we think what we think he can be, that's a huge hole for a team that literally has no offense. See, like the reason why I was gonna say McClain easily, but it's closer than you think because the Jets aren't winning games with offense. Like, we got to be honest. They're not, division or not, they're not winning anything by their offense. It's literally going to be an ugly game. We win 9-6. Like, that's how they're going to win this year. So if one of your rotational players are gone, that's huge. See, here's the thing. As much as we malign Tony Romo when he throws the ball a lot, he can win a shootout. I don't care what people say. People like to hate on him, but if push came to shove, they can win a shootout. Now, I do agree. Rod Marinelli, he's the master of bend but don't break. And Rolando McClain fit that mold perfectly. However, if Sean Lee, again, we don't know if he'll make it through camp, but if Sean Lee can play 3 games out of the entire year, they'll be okay. Like, if he can play 3 games. I'm not asking for a full season because it's impossible. He's going to tear an ACL. But 3 games is enough to offset McClain being gone. if Leonard Williams doesn't develop at a meteoric pace and looks like a rookie, losing your best defensive tackle on a team that literally needs defense to even think of a win is not. That's what I'm saying. It's not as easy. But I think I'm gonna go 1A, 1B. But I'll flip it. I think Sheldon Richardson is 1A, and I'll go 1B Rolando.
All right. When I first originally heard about this about a week ago, I originally thought Antonio Gates would be the biggest loss because, Philip Rivers is very comfortable with him in the clutch situations and everything. But now that I think about it, you do have, like Josh mentioned, the Darius Green, who they are molding to be able to replace him at tight end. So that won't be as big of a loss for 4 games. So, but when I really look at the situations on defense, Dallas's linebacking core is kind of thin already to begin with. Sean Lee is always hurt and whatnot. So, I think Rolando McClain, that's a big loss. When your defense is not that great to begin with, and you're thin at some positions to begin with, you lose a player like that who really helps out and contributes. That's a big loss. Even if it's just 4 games, it's a big loss. And then you already know about the Greg Hardy situation. But, Dallas is not going to be exactly at full strength and start the season out punching. Looking at Sheldon Richardson, it like you guys said, it really depends on the kid Leonard Williams steps in or not. But their secondary is still better than what people are going to give them credit for. They have the role leaders back there. Antonio Cromartie, if I'm not mistaken, came back. So they got 2 good, solid corners. Their defense is not that bad. Sheldon Richardson, that could be something, but I'm gonna say Rolando McClain is the biggest loss, and then Sheldon McClain, and then Sheldon Richardson is 1A.
But see, here's
1A.
Here's where I slightly disagree because, again, you're talking about the Jets' defense like they have an offense that can do anything. Like, that defense is literally going to have to be top 2 in the entire league for them to think about winning anything. So if you lose a major rotational player, here's the problem. Your offense is so garbage, you're going to be playing defense most of the time. So even if Leonard Williams is that good, your rotation is hit because this cat is suspended for 4 games.
Actually,
but here's the thing. And you know what? I knew everybody was going to pick Rolando McClain. I so knew it. Here's the thing, y'all. First of all, within that linebacker, I don't think so. See, first of all, just look up the name Andrew Gaklaw. Who is Andrew Gaklaw? He is the middle linebacker who took over the starting position last year for the San Diego Chargers. Ended with 49 tackles. It's funny, but look it up. Look what 26 years old. Listen, he took over the middle linebacking spot for the San Diego Chargers last year. Who's the middle line? Who's the guy that drafted in the first round that has the pan out? What's his name? The one with the girlfriend that we haven't seen yet? That she saw the video of Des Bryant that we haven't seen yet either. What's her name?
The girlfriend carrying around here Paul's finger right now?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah. All right. That girl, you know what I'm talking about, John. You see? So there you go. So Andrew Gaklaw is the middle linebacker who had started half the year and did tremendously great for that team. He fell into our laps. Jasper Brinkley, if Quato Cox is watching, hey, Quato, can you please put up your stats and your analysis on Jasper Brinkley, who played for your team last year, and let's show 2-minute warning why Rolando McClain won't be that much miss at the linebacker position. And then on top of that, last year, he barely played last year. The key games he played in were the Seattle Seahawks game with the interception, the Tennessee Titans game with the interception. He played sparingly. You forget the guy who took over the spot to play the whole linebacker spot, and that was Hitchens. defense against the Detroit Lions in the playoffs where it wasn't pass interference? That guy Hitchens. You forget Sean Lee's back, and he's healthy as an ox. So I don't think it's Rolando McClain is a big miss. I think really it's going to be the same.
That's a first-round talent that you don't have for 4 games. That's your play caller in the linebacker scheme. That's huge.
But Josh, he's barely played last year. The thing about this, you can cover that spot if you're surrounded. Remember, Sean Lee has never played in the 4-3 defense, which is his defense. He played it since Penn State. So now he's not playing against the 3-4, going against linemen. If they got to plug him in at the middle linebacker spot, trust me, I think he could pan out for the first 4 games. If anything, I'm gonna say losing oh my God, what's his name? For the Chargers, losing the tight end is more important because Ladarius Green. Listen, I drafted him last year. He was supposed to be a stud last year. He has all the great physique you said, Josh, the speed and everything as a tight end, but never panned out. So Keenan Allen is gonna have to really fight. And on top of that, when you in your first few games, you play the Chargers, the Cleveland Browns, you play them at Minnesota. Your first 4 games is 2 on the road and 2 at home. So if I gotta say anything, I'm really gonna go with the Chargers missing Antonio Gates more than Rolando McClain. Sheldon Richardson, I think the Jets is fine because I forgot the head coach now over there. He's great in his defensive calls, and I think he can adjust to that. Yes, he can adjust to that. So I think the Jets will be fine. But Rolando McClain is not. I think he's not the miss.
Here's my thing. The Chargers. In fact, last season, if I stand corrected, it took Antonio Gates like 6 weeks to even get on. Like everyone was asking what happened to him. Like agent attrition is something they've dealt with before. If anything, the 4 weeks is great for the Chargers because he'll be fresh.
Thank you.
5-6 when
I wanted to bring that up too. I remember last year, so many people bitched about Antonio Gates and his fantasy value last year. I'm glad Michael brought that up because I can't tell you the many times that I heard Antonio Gates did jerk from me last week. He's not going to miss Antonio Gates through the first 4 games as much as Cowboys will.
He's not even in the conversation because they've been trying to get past him anyway. The man's had turf toe for like 4 straight years. No exaggeration.
The dude's got 10K yards under his feet.
Yeah, they've been preparing for life after Gates for a while now.
Yeah.
So that's not even in the convo. But again, I still think defensive line, again, you guys are really talking like the Jets can even play against a Pop Warner team on offense.
Yeah, but
that's the problem. You need as many rotational players as you can.
I totally agree with that.
But for the Jets, and if you lose one, much more a starter, that's huge because your offense is crap. They're so bad.
Can I say something about that offense?
Listen.
Can I say something about the Jet offense? Jet offense, I think, will be it's better talent-wise than people are giving them credit for. You do have Brandon Marshall. They have Eric Decker. They have Jay Power. They even have a couple of running backs that are decent. QB is their problem. That's the only thing that's really setting the Jet offense back is their quarterback. Smith, whoever.
Hey, I'll put more faith in Geno Smith right now than I will any quarterback on the Bills.
Oh, well.
That's cold, Josh. That is so cold, man. That is so cold, man.
That's not saying.
That's cold.
There's reports that Tyrod Taylor is beating out everybody in camp. Come on.
But hold on. I think Geno Smith deserves. I think Geno Smith will have a good year this year. I mean, listen, he wasn't surrounded by nothing last year.
I'm not high on.
Listen, and this kid, I know somebody was arguing about Matt Castle. I'm happy for Matt Castle because he's only played on two good teams his whole career. Patriots, they went 11-5. Okay, he went to the Minnesota Vikings for money. That didn't pan out. There was, back and forth with waiting to build their roster. He's back with Buffalo. I like him in Buffalo. He's a good manager. If he could do the same thing Kyle Orton did last year as a manageable team. Tyrod Taylor, to me, listen, you don't need a Michael Vick guy who can't throw the ball, who can't really a defense who wants to run the ball. And E.J. Manuel, I'm sorry. If you let Tyrod Taylor get the best of you and you're a first-round draft pick,
Nah, he ain't
You suck.
Okay, but to be fair, Tim, to be fair, that draft class was like the Stretch Armstrong reach of quarterback draft classes. E.J. Manuel and Christian Ponder went in the first round that year.
It was so watered down, it wasn't even funny.
Hold up. Rewind. Play.
Ponder wasn't drafted.
E.J. Manuel and Christian Ponder went in the first round that year. That was Stretch Armstrong at his best. He's a second round, third round talent. Let's just put it out there. I don't know what they saw in that kid. He looks good in the suit, but they drafted him.
Ponder wasn't drafted that year.
No, he wasn't drafted that year. Mike
was also drafted.
It was just E.J. Manuel the first round.
And Geno.
Oh, no. You're talking about Matt Barkley. Matt Barkley was in the third round, though.
Yeah,
Mike Barkley was the fourth round. It was Matt Barkley.
Ponder,
I mean, yeah, but
Jake Locker went in the first round.
Oh, God. Yeah, that was a terrible QB class. I think we all agree on that.
Hey, I was a Locker fan. You guys behave, all right? I liked his skill set.
The less talented person.
Not as bad as
I got something for y'all.
QB situation.
Who? In the Buffalo Bills?
No, for the Jets.
Oh, the Jets?
That's hard. It's not so good.
Listen, I think I'm gonna tell you right now. I think is the Jets, Buffalo, and I think the Jets. I think two teams out of that division will make the playoffs.
I'll give you that.
And it's not the Patriots. I think two will make the playoffs, not being the Patriots. I think between Buffalo, I think Miami's a lot. Miami Dolphins a lot. I think they're gonna go to the Super Bowl in the AFC. I'm picking them hands down. AFC Super Bowl, straight up, straight up.
I can't see the Patriots. I can't see the Patriots not making the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
They pretty much have always done it, with the exception of that one year.
As long as Bill Belichick is there with Tom Brady, you have to count them in. I'm sorry.
I understand that. This is the AFC. I've never seen the AFC East this much. Tom Brady has never faced a division this strong on defense. Never in his career. I mean, let's keep it real.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a different year, and Buffalo beat the Patriots last year. Miami beat the Patriots last year, and the Jets gave us a run for their money. Everybody in that division improved drastically on both sides of the ball. So
show you back to the question. That's why Sheldon Richardson's missing 4 games.
No, you're right. You're right.
Do you honestly think Ndamukong Suh's going to make them go above 500 though? The Dolphins alone? You think Suh's responsible for making them go from third to first?
But Josh, look at his secondary, bro. They got Brent Grimes out there. The secondary is strong.
But it's the same secondary that went 500 last season. That's my point.
But you know the difference is? Yeah, but the difference is the potential of the offense. Remember, Mike Wallace didn't step up as he's supposed to. Jarvis Landry stepped up. They got better at tight end with Jordan Cameron. They got a running game now. Lamar made us surprise everybody. He went undrafted.
On Devontae Parker and Jarvis Landry.
Those
skill set together.
And Jordan Cameron. So the offense, the defense carried them last year.
Tannehill got paid like one, but he hasn't proven himself to be a $100 million quarterback yet.
Yeah, Tannehill, he's a bigger Alex Smith. You know what I'm saying?
Or like a more young Flacco.
10-yard pops. He's real accurate with those, but he don't stretch the field like that.
Yeah, I like Tannehill. I think he'll improve. He's continuing to improve, so I think he'll get better.
But see, here's my problem with what you said, Santos, about Geno Smith being their only problem. Look, man.
I ain't gonna say it's the only problem.
But here's the thing: the jury's out, though. Look at all the best teams in the league. What do they have? QB. You can't tell me the potential on any offense if your one question is the number one question of all of football. Like, that's my problem. Like, if Geno is still a question, then their offense is still a problem. Like, that's...
I mean, I think somehow Ryan Fitzpatrick will take over.
But every one of the teams in the playoffs, every playoff team had a quarterback worth his paycheck.
Yep.
The Cardinals had an issue last year. When Carson Palmer went out.
Hey, you know,
they were the worst 10 and 6 teams to make the playoffs.
How Bowles was. As great as how Bowles was with that blitz, when Palmer went down, problems.
like what I said on the post, to say that the Jets going to the Super Bowl will have a chance of winning.
Who said that?
But the only weakest link is a QB. It's like saying my car can drive, the engine's good, all tuned up, all the luxury fittings, but I don't have any tires.
Listen. I want to give a shout. I want to give a shout out to Jacob real fast. Jacob, hashtag, deflation. You know how we got that, bro. Here's the thing, Jacob. I'm respecting the Patriots. Every dynasty team, every great team has to be built again, bro. You see, look at my Dallas Cowboys. We've been building for 20 years. It's there now. We back. We're back now. I'm just picking the Patriots to lose because I think their time is up. But don't get me wrong, you guys are great. I don't think I've deflated anything. If Tom Brady does not get suspended for the first 4 games, hey, maybe. This is a shot. But I think Miami Dolphins, Buffalo, and the Jets, their defense is intact.
The Patriots' first 4 games aren't as tough as people are making them out to be. Who's
Did Matt Castle go 11-5 in that offense? Come on, man. 4 games.
Are you kidding me?
You're talking about the end of the world.
But Tim,
Listen, I think my Cowboys will go 16-0.
okay,
Along with that.
okay, man, whatever. But all I'm saying is, if Tim, against any one of those defenses, which coach do you want to scheme on them? I want Belichick.
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry. Say it again, Mike.
One of them defenses, any top defense in the league, what coach would you want to scheme against them? I go with Belichick. I go with Belichick. He finds answers.
You see, but you know what it is? I wish Maurice was here to join us, man. And he could tell you, I've always felt the Patriots were so great because the division had no lack of talent. They was able to switch starting wide receivers from week to week because the division gave them no competition. Remember, you figure out of the division, you're getting 6 wins automatically. Then you play a bad team in the AFC, you're going to get a playoff spot. Now it's a little bit different. You got more competition.
Top 5 defense for like 3 straight.
Santos, go Santos.
Listen,
Go.
Timothy said for years the division has not been great talent-wise. What the hell were the Patriots working with for years talent-wise? Guys like Troy Browns and your
I'm saying the competition. I'm talking about the competition. The Jets competition. They know. Come on, we're talking about Tim Tebow at quarterback, Mark Sanchez when it was Mark Sanchez in his worst moments. You're talking about
championship game.
So wait, hold on, Tim.
Listen, oh my God, Jesus Christ, oh my God, oh my God. Let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you. How is it? Wait, you're telling me the AFC East is big competitive against the Patriots?
Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
How many times the AFC East?
I got you.
Come on, let's keep it real.
The Patriots sweep their division every year.
Nice.
They've been sweeping their division every year.
No, but
they get 6 wins guaranteed automatically.
Back then, it was no competition with Sanchez, EJ Manuel, and Tannehill, and now it's supposed to be competition with Hill, EJ Manuel, and
because what's building. No. Hold on. Wait a minute. Again, this off season, these guys rebuild it correctly. They all got better. Just look at it. What did the Jets do to get better? What did you do to get better? You let go of the problem with the GM. You start all over. What did you get? You got the Robles back. You got your cornerbacks back. Your defense is set. You gave Geno Smith, Brady Marshall, not Kyle Jay Curley, whatever his effing name was. Okay. You got a quarterback in Geno Smith who would do good for this system. Okay. You drafted a receiver in Thomas from Ohio State. You got the receiver from the Denver Broncos. The Jets got better. Look at the Miami Dolphins. Our offense.
On that note,
look at the Buffalo Bills. You got Buffalo got LaShawn McCoy. Come on, they got better.
That's
You
also
are
the
an
debate on
optimist.
is the Jets really better?
Listen, the AFC East have not been better. Oh my God! You tell them to win. Tell me.
You love
Tell me when AFC got better.
potential.
Wait, Mike.
Over.
I don't know if they got better, bro. That's my point.
No, is
The
guys.
You love communism. Sounds great.
Miami Dolphin is going to Super Bowl, y'all. Miami Dolphin is playing the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Watch.
It's a great social structure. Communism works.
And we out.